Hey guys, Adam Savage in my cave, and today we're going to talk about my cave chair. Not a cave troll, a cave chair. This chair I procured about 11 or 12 years ago. We were still making the show, and my wife and I were around the corner. We're a few blocks away at a thrift store on Valencia Street between 16th and 14th. Somewhere in those 2 blocks. And I saw this chair and I said to my wife, look at this beautiful club chair. Look at how worn out it is. Look at how beautiful it is. It's like my platonic ideal of the visual and the sensation of sitting in a club chair. And my wife was like, you know, given the rules of commerce, they will allow you to take this chair home if you exchange some money for it. And I was like, it literally hadn't occurred to me that I could buy this chair. And I did. And in the switchover of this room, right? In December, this room was nothing but Billy bookcases lining all 3 walls. And then we took all that out, we stored it, we cataloged it, we photographed it, and we brought in all of this shelving. This was like my big project over the winter this year. The weirdly strangest surprising fact about the shop switchover is the fact that this chair stayed here. Like I was moving everything out and I looked over here at this chair and I was like, I had been thinking the chair is going to go to storage. I'll figure out some place for it to live. And then I thought, I really want a comfortable chair in the cave. Like, it's not even like I had one. This has been in the cave for years. But when I thought about removing it, that's when I engaged with the idea of the loss of it. And I decided to keep it here. And so it's just, I think this is going to be in every shop I ever have. If I ever move out of here, this is still coming. Because like a couple of times a day when I've hit some snag or I've been doing something wrong repeatedly and I need to sort of take a couple of deep breaths and reset, I will come here and I'll sit down here and this is when I pull out my phone. I never surf the web while standing in this room. This is where I'll like check emails and maybe want to read a little Reddit, something like that, and then get back to it. Oh, right. One of my favorite features about this chair is that it engenders holding your drinks. The arms are springy, but there's like a little flat spot here and here, and that's for your drink. Yeah. No, seriously, like, that's kind of cool. I have never found a maker's mark or label on this chair. If you know anything about it, I would love to know. Like I said, it's got some real infrastructure. It's got some springs. I feel like this is maybe 80 or 90 years old. Maybe it's from the 20s or 30s. Recently, I have this pair of sunglasses that I wear that are made by American Optics, and they are the same make and model that JFK wore. And I bought them for that reason, just because I love objects with history. And you can still buy the same pair in tortoiseshell, and I had sunglass lenses put in it. And I had a fundraiser here a couple of weeks ago for the Center for Policing Equity. It's an organization I sit on the board of. And on that day of the fundraiser, my jacket was bouncing around and the sunglasses fell out of the pocket, and they're somewhere in this space. I haven't found them yet, but in the searching for them, I decided to first I started looking through the cushions, and then I started really going down deep and going really deep. And reader, I found some stuff. So I thought I'd take you on a tour of what I found underneath and in the cushions of my club chair. First thing, 1-inch ball bearing. Now, a 1-inch ball bearing is not that exotic, especially here in the cave. While we were making Mythbusters, Jamie and I built a steam-powered machine gun that fired 1-inch ball bearings centrifugally at a terrifying speed. And we bought thousands of 1-inch ball bearings. I still have hundreds in this space. So finding a 1-inch ball bearing, not that remarkable. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Oh, flashlight, AAA flashlight. This is a Phoenix, F-E-N-I-X, who they make great stuff. This is a twist on it. Oh, it still works. Ha ha. That's funny because this This has to have been here on the order of like half a decade. I probably carried around this flashlight for a while. I try out flashlights all the time, and I probably gave it up because it doesn't have a clicker. I want flashlights that I can operate with one hand. I need to be able to operate it with one hand. Pulling out a flashlight and twisting it is like I'm wasting way too much of my day on this. So flashlight. Hold on, let's see what else we got. The key to my Fiat Abarth. Yes, I had a Fiat Abarth for a couple of years. That was a spectacular car. I made some mods to it, goosed the horsepower a little bit. The Fiat Abarth is a sports car disguised as a tiny little commuter, but that thing has a tremendous amount of horsepower, and on a closed track, I got it up to 140 miles an hour under supervision of professional drivers. This was my key, and I got to tell you, I remember spending like $350 getting this stupid thing replaced, and now years later, I find it in the cushions of my club chair. Oh, and yeah, magazine. Gun magazine. Now, this is the form factor of a .45 caliber magazine. It is, as anybody who knows airsoft can see from the side, it is an airsoft magazine. And it's got this little plastic plug in here. Why is that? I think that I made this plastic plug back during Mythbusters. So we did an episode about holding a gun in different ways that they hold them in movies, like close to your body, far from your body, 2 hands, 1 hand on the side, all that stuff. And we did a bunch of slow-mo shots of me with some airsoft pistols, firing them so you'd see the racks sliding and you'd see the, the shells ejecting, et cetera, et cetera. No, we weren't doing shells ejecting because they're airsoft guns. They don't have shells that eject. But we wanted the slides to rack, and you can't do that without putting airsoft BBs in it. This was my end run, getting the airsoft pistol to fire and rack without having BBs in it so I didn't hurt my crew. And now, just before we wrap, I love this quartet of weird objects. And before we wrap entirely, I thought I'd take one last pass through all of the cushions just to see. And this isn't a contrivance. I really have no idea if I'm going to find anything. It's got a nice velvet bottom, just in case this helps anyone identify. And there's some real, there's jute in here. There are springs. This is early American couch engineering, I think. Oh, we got a little rubber band. Okay, so we're gonna come down like this. Oh, wait. I don't know anything about this, and it's got writing on it. It's not English. That is fascinating. Okay, we'll put that there. Okay. And now, just for due diligence, I'm going to flip this over and see if I can't see any. I did this once before. I never saw anything, but just in case. Nope. It's beautiful work, and on the outside, it's actually in pretty good shape. But yeah. There we go. And we'll put this back together. I think it's nice for each shop to have a place there you can relax. Wait. With a drink in your hand and the internet in your pocket. I appreciate you joining me while I search through my cushions for loose change. Have a good day, you guys. I'll see you next time.